What's going on, guys? It's J-Ho bringing you a brand new video, and today I'm going to show you guys my Trials of the 9 loot from this past weekend. So this weekend was the first weekend of Trials in Destiny 2, and there's been a bunch of new changes to the event or the game mode in general. So first of all, the Lighthouse is not the social space, it's called the Third Spire, and that's where you're going to be getting all your loot, all your rewards, depending on how well your team performs on your card. So now you don't have to go to any place to get a card, you automatically get one, and you can reset it at any time while you're in orbit. So it's a lot easier in that sense because there's no boons, there's no passage that you have to purchase from a vendor, and it's all right there when you're already in space or in orbit. However, because there aren't any boons, in order to get the most rewards out of Trials, you do need to go flawless, and there's no mercy this time around. And I think that's a little bit of an issue just because there were times that people did get disconnected from a game and that equals a loss on your card. So I think Mercy may be the only thing that they should consider bringing back, because whenever someone gets disconnected, then it gives them an automatic loss. Or if they do get disconnected, then maybe they shouldn't get a loss, because it can ultimately affect your rewards in this game mode, especially because it seemed like some of them were error codes and it was due to Bungie or the Destiny servers itself. So it wasn't specifically people's individual internet connections, but sometimes it was just the Destiny servers in general. So I think in that sense, then it should be not a loss on the card. But anyways, I ended up going flawless on a couple characters this weekend, so let's get straight into my loot. So starting off on my first character, on my Hunter, we ended up getting, for this first engram, we got a couple armor pieces on this one. So we got a helmet and we also got a chest piece. And I think some of these aren't specifically Trials gear because that chest piece looks like a generic one. But the helmet ended up coming in at 296 along with the chest piece as well. And then for my second engram drop on my Hunter, for this one we got a couple weapons this time. And we got a sword as well as the Trials sidearm. So both of them once again at 296. A little bit of a help for infusion fuel on some of those, but still pretty cool. At least we're getting some new trial stuff out of it. And then moving on to my next reward, for this one you get a choice out of 3 different weapons, and I'm guessing it's going to rotate each weekend. So this week we had the auto rifle, the sidearm, and the sniper rifle. So the auto rifle came in at 297, and I ended up choosing that one because a lot of people were saying it's really good, and I actually tried it out myself on a later run, and it was actually pretty good. It was a pretty decent auto rifle. I like the stability on it. I like the look of some of these Trials weapons. It looks very unique. It's a different color scheme as well from last year's or Destiny 1's Trials. And then finally, for my last drop on my Hunter, we get a choice out of 2 armor pieces this time. It was either the gauntlets or the class item, and I went with the gauntlets. You also got the emblem for going flawless, and then you also got that aura that you can get also from the Prestige Nightfall over you that resets or goes away after the weekly reset. So pretty cool. I really like that. I like the emblem too. It counts how many flawlesses you've gotten. So overall, Trials is pretty rewarding this time. You can get up to 4 different drops per character if you go flawless. So you get 1 for winning 3 matches, you get 1 for winning 5 matches. Those were the 2 engrams at the beginning. If you win 7, you get a choice out of the weapons, and then if you go flawless, that's when you come down into this room and you can get a choice from the 2 armor pieces. So pretty cool, very rewarding, and that's also besides turning in tokens that you get just for playing matches as well. And then moving on to my next character on my Warlock, starting off with my first engram drop, we ended up getting the sniper rifle on this one. So this was actually the 3rd weapon out of the 3 choices, so I actually got all 3 of them now because I got the auto rifle, which I chose on my Hunter. We got the sidearm from one of my drops, my engrams from my Hunter as well. And then now the sniper rifle from this drop. And then moving on to my next engram on my Warlock. For this one, we got some armor pieces out of this one. And so for the gauntlets, we got some 300 defense gauntlets. I believe that one did come with a legendary mod, and then we also got the robes or the chest piece for my Warlock as well, so pretty cool. And then moving on to my 7 win reward, I ended up picking the auto rifle once again and just using it for infusion. I decided to use it for my cold heart so I can use that for the raid. And then moving on to my flawless drop, I ended up choosing the gauntlets once again. So the gauntlets were definitely a big boost for me. I was lagging lacking in that slot, so that was a really helpful one as well. And then moving on to my other trials related drops, we got a clan engram for completing a Trials of the 9 passage or a ticket. And for this one, I ended up getting the shotgun. It does come in at 10 attack though, just like the raid one did. But I can't wait to try this one out because I don't have too many good shotguns at the moment. And then lastly, I ended up turning in a bunch of my tokens to get some more trials loot. So we got a bunch of different drops on this one. So starting off with the first one, we just got some boots on that one for my hunter. And then moving on to the next engram opening. For this one, we got some regular chest piece, and we got the Trials pulse rifle on that one called the Relentless. So I'm going to take a look at all of these after I open up a bunch of the engrams. For that next one, we got the sniper rifle once again. For the fourth one, we ended up getting the Cloak of Judgment, or the Cloak Judgment, and that is the cloak that was being offered along with some boots. And then for the next one, we got a regular helmet, and we got the auto rifle once again. And then for the next one, we got a regular fusion rifle, and we got the Trials hand cannon on that one, so pretty good stuff. And then finally on that last one, we got a chest piece. So not bad. We got a few new stuff from all of those tokens. So we got the pulse rifle called the Relentless. We got the Judgment hand cannon. Can't wait to try out some of those primary weapons or those kinetic weapons. We got the sniper rifle once again. We got another fusion rifle, so I can use that for some infusion. We got a regular helmet. We got some regular drops on here that you can get from any vendor, it seems. We got a regular chest piece. We got a specific one. I believe the flowing gear is the hunter specific one for trials. But it's not the flawless one. And then I also got the cloak, which I had a choice between in my flawless drop between the gauntlets and the cloak. So I ended up getting both due to a good engram using tokens. So that's pretty cool that you can still get some flawless armor pieces using tokens as well. But anyways, that's about it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!